get started. All right, this is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean bird, and hateful bird. All right, shalom, shalom, yasharallah. Before I begin, I would like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakurash. All right, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. All right, I want to say Salakia for the dark background. Typically, the sun comes out like 10 minutes into when I'm into this camp. So, I mean, look at that. That's beautiful out there. Look at that. I mean, you can't really, the camera don't catch it, but it's a beautiful scenery back there. Okay, you got the orange, you got some pink and purple in there. It's beautiful, man. Okay, but the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has he's a creator. Okay, he's a creator of beauty, as you just seen, and he's a creator of destruction. All right, let me grab that. Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, do all these things. Okay, so, you know, that perception that the Lord is all love, and that the Lord accepts everybody and whatever you do, and that famous quote, God hates the sinner, God hates the sin, but he loves the sinner. You know, all that is baloney, man. All that is all that is a false doctrine to get you to do whatever you want to do. Okay, you know, people like to pray over their food, but you know, when you're eating a pork chop, it don't clean the pork. Okay, pork is an unclean thing that the Lord asked us not to eat, or he commanded us not to eat. Okay, because pork, the side effects, let me pull up an article actually, because I want to get into this. Okay, because pork is big around the community that I live from. All right, around this community. Okay, because there's a lot of his so-called Hispanics. Okay, and you know, hey, Issachar love pork, man. You know, Issachar loves pork, and that's why a lot of you Issacharites, you have so-called Mexicans, you have high blood pressure. Okay, you have fucking gut problems. All right, you have high cholesterol. All right, my father got sick from high cholesterol. You know, like 2 days ago. All right, he had a heart scare, or not a heart scare, a health scare. All right, and we're out here to teach you that the Lord told us not to eat these things for a certain reason. All right, and the Lord is telling us all this, and it's because ultimately, okay, the Lord is gonna come back, right? So we have to try to keep his commandments as best as possible. So let me oh shit. All right, so look, there's a long list of the bad side effects, man. Look at that, and there's a read more button. Oh, so like that's just so less. But let me just read a couple of these for you. All right, this is abdominal pain, bloating, nausea, diarrhea, tiredness, skin problems, headaches, low mood. Symptoms of above can be presented in pork. Okay, so why does it affect you so much? You know why? You know, there's a video of this lady. I think it was a lady and a guy. They put coke on top of a pork, and maggots crawled out, man. Maggots was crawling out. Okay, that's not something you want to be putting in your body, man. Okay, and same things go for shrimp. Okay, these creatures were created by the Lord to 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 how do I say, to clean the world, man. Okay, to clean the world. You look at a pork. A pork does have no problems rolling in shit, man. Pork has no problem rolling in shit. Pork has no problem in eating each other. Okay, the pigs are nasty creatures, man. Hey, but the Lord created them for a purpose to clean the earth. So really, they're really helpful for us. But guess what? You people are eating these animals as if they're meant to be eaten when they're not, man. Okay, obviously you're gonna be sick. You know, obviously you're gonna be um, feeling low. You're gonna be having high blood pressure, high cholesterol. These aren't just things that these aren't just things that come by coincidence. Okay, the Bible was written over, well over, like 2,000 years ago. Okay, it was written, you know, a long time ago. Okay, all right. It was a long time ago, man. Okay, and back then they didn't have no fucking scientists or doctors and this and that and the third. No, they had Yahweh Bashim Yashai in the Bible, and they had Yahweh giving them orders and what to do, and they was writing them down. Okay, that's why the book of Leviticus was written, man. The book of Leviticus is the book of the laws, man. Okay, and how to keep them. You know, and it clearly states we are not to eat pork. But guess what? You people are very rebellious, and you don't like to obey the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Okay, you want to go your own separate way, right? You want to go your separate way. You want to follow your own valley to the shadow of death, man. Okay, which really you're gonna eventually perish if you're not on the good side of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, right? I know these might seem as just simple words unto you. These might seem as just words, but really, we're just a vessel, and Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is giving us the spirit to preach this word out. Okay, oftentimes I come here with not even a scripture in mind. There's a lot of times that I come where I just want to preach the word and just, uh, bring out what's to be brought in by the Spirit. Because ultimately, now that's what I was worried about when I was first starting to come out here. What am I gonna say? What if I run out of topics? Man, when you preaching, when you're out here prophesying, you will never run out of topics, man. Okay, you'll run out of time, but you will not run out of topics. You could, if brothers didn't have jobs, if brothers didn't have so much damn things to worry about in this world, you would be out here for way longer, man. Okay, because I can care about this thing, you know. So like, yeah, I can care about these things, you know. You would be out for 5, 6 hours, man. The elders and apostles were out there for 5, 6 hours. Okay. You look at the elders and apostles, and they're a great testimony of faith. All right, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of faith to be out there, for that long, that consistent. And they going out there to this day, man. 35, 40 years later, they're going out to this day. Let me see if you could get a better view at that. The camera don't do it justice, man. It's beautiful out here. But it says cardiovascular diseases, and cardiovascular is linked to your heart, man. Okay. It says if you eat uncooked or undercooked pork chops that could have parasites, you can get disease called trichinosis, sometimes also called trichinellosis. And really, it happens even if you don't cook the pork properly, man. Okay, because pork is a fucking. You look at the pork when you're in a grocery aisle. Next time you go shopping for pork, you're gonna know without even the labels what's pork and what's not, man. Okay, because the pork is fucking gray. You look at the pork, man. That's just gray. That's just not it's not red like the other meats. Why is it gray, man? Because it's unclean. Okay, you look at the shrimp, and the shrimp is gray. You know, You look at shrimp, that's just so unappetizing, man. How do people eat this? And then you have to clean the little shit in the back. Some people don't even clean that shit in the back. You know, some people don't even clean that little line they have to take out in the back. That shit, man. You know, and I know because my mama used to eat that, and I used to, and the ocean shrimp, man. I used to love shrimp. Hey, but guess what? After I found out what shrimps are really used for, shrimps are the cockroaches of the land, of the sea, Salakia. Shrimp are the cockroaches of the sea. Okay. You know, would you grab a cockroach and fucking put it in your mouth? I don't think so, man. You know, so why would you put a shrimp in your mouth and eat it? You know, it's nasty. But that's Babylon for you. You know, let me grab Isaiah 45 and 8. Drop down, ye heavens from above, let the skies pour down righteousness, let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation. Who is it talking about? Okay. Who is it talking about? It's talking about you so-called Jesus Christ, which really his name is Yahweh Shai. Okay. The scriptures say his name will be translated in Hebrew. Jesus Christ is not a name in Hebrew. The letter J wasn't in it. Okay. You have to do your own research at times, man. Okay. You have to do your own researches, and when you translate the word Jesus Christ, that translates to earth pig in Hebrew. Okay. So you don't want to be calling her no earth pig. All right. Okay. Yahweh Shai translates in Hebrew, he is salvation. Okay. So who's it talking about right here when it says, let the skies open and bring forth salvation? Okay, it's talking about Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says, and let righteousness spring up together. I the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, have created it. Right, the Lord created righteousness. Okay, but guess what? His left-hand side also has wickedness. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Shai is perfect. Okay. Let me get the book of Revelations, chapter 18, and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. This is verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean bird. Okay, what's Babylon? Okay, Babylon is this, aka America. Okay. You look at the scriptures and it talks about a sword that was wounded but did live. It's like a wound that was how does it go? Let me grab it actually. Okay, because that's talking about the Roman Empire. Okay, and when you look at history, okay, history shows you that Roman never really fell. It was really just transformed. Okay, because when you look at the old Roman customs, the Roman Republic, the way they moved is the same way these move, with democracy. Okay, the Roman Republic of old, they had a democracy. Okay, even though the name says republic, because they had a democracy. Okay, they had people that would vote. Okay, I forget what the leader was, but the leader starts with a P. I forget his name, but he implemented this thing where he allowed people to vote, and he allowed people to vote for causes and let them be more involved. Okay, and that sounds like this. And really, you know, when you vote, it doesn't really. It's all just baloney, anyways. Okay, but it says, for all the nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Right? Babylon has always been rich in delicacies. Okay. This place, it has never been struck with nothing major. Okay, this place has always won all the wars. Okay, this place has always been safe. It's always had top-notch military. Okay, but it says, well, now I want to freeze up on me, huh? It says verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So it tells you right here two things. Come down to her, my people. There you go, that's more better. Beautiful. But it says, come down to her, my people, showing you that the Lord has his people. Okay, it ain't those fake Jews or Jewish people out there in the Middle East right now, and I'm going to prove that as well. Okay, it says, and I heard another voice coming, saying, it's like it, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues. So it tells you right there too, that Babylon will eventually receive plagues, man. Okay, and you're hearing about it now. Okay, there's such thing as the bird flu. Okay, if you know, you got to be paying attention to these things, man. The bird flu, the bird flu the bird flu in California, where where I'm at, California has more than half of the whole United States bird flu population. Okay, and I think it was in Louisiana where that was like the first fatal case of the bird flu. And so you got people scared, man. You got people terrified of the bird flu now. And if they're not scared now, it's because they don't know about it. And hey, once the lockdown comes, they're gonna implement another jab. Okay, they're gonna get you with another jab that's gonna weaken your immune system. Okay, because you have to understand that the rulers of this world are devils, man. Okay, and all the devil means is a deceiver. Okay, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has remembered her iniquities. Okay, so Babylon the Great has reached unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has had enough. He's just waiting for the perfect time to come down. All right. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her Slakia, and double unto her double according to her works in the cup which she had filled her double. Okay, so all that slavery, all that rape, all that rob, all that murder. Okay, Christopher Columbus came down, he started raping our people. Okay, when you really look at how bad slavery was, okay, you wouldn't want to forgive it. All right, they used to get pregnant slaves. They used to chop their bellies. They used to take the babies inside by force and feed them to crocodiles, man. Okay, and you want to forgive that. All right, but how come we don't have to move on from the Holocaust? Why whenever the Holocaust is brought up, now that's a touching subject? We can't make fun of the Holocaust. We can't do this. We can't do that. But when it's slavery, you want to call people cotton pickers. Man, that shit is not funny, man. All right, if that was you wouldn't like that shit, man. Okay. If I call you oven coals or whatever they say for the Jews or the so-called Jews, they fake Jews really. But when they say something like that to you, now it's going too far. Now that's going too far. But when you was raping our women, when you was out there chopping bellies, when you was feeding them to crocodiles, hey, that now it's fine you want to let bygones be bygones, No, man. Okay, it says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right, because Babylon hasn't been hit with nothing great, man. Okay. The worst thing this place has been hit by is probably COVID. Okay, but like in wars, in terms of wars and whatnot, this place has not hit, you know, anything. Okay, because Babylon the Great has a great military. Okay, but you see in the news, you see that Trump is trying to get Babylon out of NATO. Okay, research this yourself. Okay, he's gonna be in office in less than a month. I believe it's less than a month, and he wants to take NATO out, or it's like he wants to take Babylon out of NATO. Okay, what's that gonna cause? That's gonna cause an outrage. Okay, because now Babylon has proven her pride. Okay, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, who judges her. Right. So this place is gonna get burned down. Okay, that's why it says it will be the habitations of devils. Okay, because like a desert, okay, like foul creatures. Okay, when you go to a desert, you don't see trees like these. Okay, you don't see grass, because there's no water over there. These things can't live without water. That's why there's nothing but sand and foul creatures, man. You see desert centipedes. Okay, you see snakes. Okay, these are cold-blooded creatures, right? That's gonna be the same thing, but instead this will be the greatest desert of all, because there's gonna be no life from here, because the Lord was gonna burn it off. Okay, that's why it's called the second death. Okay, the first death, it was Noah and the ark, man. Okay, where Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai told Noah to go build that ark, and everybody was making fun of him. Okay, imagine you see one man able to build a big ass ark, and you're not believing him, because they didn't know what rain was. Okay, they didn't know what the hell rain was. Because there was non-believers, man. And then next thing you know, they fucking a whole bunch of this rain, and now they're all dead. And Noah and his sons and his daughters, or it's like Noah and his sons and his sons' wives, and all his family was good because of Noah. Okay. Hey, the same thing's gonna happen now. What they say, history repeats itself, man. Okay. Sodom and Gomorrah. This place has reached further than Sodom and Gomorrah. This place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Now it says, oh yeah, and what's that fire gonna be? Okay, that fire is not gonna come from nowhere. All right, it says, let me get this. This is Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourself in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she had sinned against the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? Shoot at her, spare no arrows. Okay? When you look at an arrow goes up and it goes down until it hits a target. Okay? But like we read before, there's gonna be a day where Babylon gets burned. What's gonna cause that burn? Okay, an actual arrow will not reach that far. Okay, those countries, okay, they can't shoot a bow and arrow on this far, and it cause it to burn up. Oh no, no. Okay, back then they didn't know what an ICBM missile was. They had to describe it using their words. Okay, just like now you describe a UFO. Okay, when you see something up there, what do you call it? You call it a UFO. An unidentified flying object, because you don't know what it is, right? We know what it is, but you don't know what it is, so you call it a UFO. Okay, it's the same thing. They didn't know what to call that thing, so what did they say? In their time, they had bow and arrows, so that when you shot it, they would go up, they would go down. But instead, this arrow causes fire. So what is that? What do you think that is? Okay, when you see an ICBM missile from afar, you see them, and they look like a bunch of arrows. Okay, when you see the movie 300, at the end when all the Persians they captured that one one of the kings, Okay, they shoot all these arrows at them, and you see all these arrows going up, and you see them going down. Okay, that's the same thing, man. That's the same thing that's gonna happen. Okay, but this time it's gonna be ICBM missiles. Okay, because those are the arrows of today. All right, you don't see any arrow that causes mass destruction. Okay, now let me prove that. Okay, because it's really simple, really, but we can get into it. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Right? A day that burn as an oven. Okay? Well, if these arrows can't burn this place up like an oven, what's gonna be those arrows? Okay? If it's gonna burn up like an oven. Okay, them nukes. Look at the aftermath of a nuke. Okay? When you look at the aftermath of a nuke, there's fire involved. Okay, there's radiation involved. Okay, there's when a nuke hits the ground, it makes a little what is it called? A crater, I believe. I believe it's called a crater, something like that. When there's like a little hole in the ground. I think it's a crater. All right. It says, bear with me, Baba Kishad. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves at the stall. Right. But unto you that fear my name. Okay. That's what we're calling the name. That's what we're calling the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's a fearful name. That has power to it. Okay. When you think of Jesus Christ, you think of a feminine ass little white devil with blue eyes and fucking long hair. Hey, the Lord was not described like that, man. The Lord was described to be an austere man. He was described to have dark skin. He was described to have a golden girdle with a green garment. Okay, he was described to have red eyes. He was described to have white woolly hair. Okay, that's what the Lord was described as. He was described as some motherfucker with blue eyes, man. It's like they want you to praise the devil. Would you look at that? They want you to praise them in their own kingdom. Okay, you have to think. Use your membrane once in a while, man. Get off TikTok. Your brain is a muscle, man. But no, you want to look at TikTok all day. Well, look, brother, TikTok, hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. They said that he was going to come for, no, man. You people are so dumb. Some of you, some of you can't think for yourself. Some of you, all right, but a lot of our people are very stubborn, man. Very stubborn. Now it says, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this. Right? You're going to tread down the wicked. You're not going to do that with guns. Okay, it's talking about the elect. You're not going to do that with guns. You're not going to do that with worldly weapons. The Lord's going to give you divine power, okay, unto the elect. And that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping to be the hopeful elect, okay? We're hoping to be the elect, right? The elect member, the 144,000 of each tribe, okay? That's what you're looking for. Okay, so it says, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts. Right, so the Lord is saying this, okay? You're going to tread down the wicked, okay? So let me go back to Revelation 18:9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her, okay? So all these nations who all these nations who are in NATO, okay, they're all gonna bewail her. Okay, and what does bewail mean? Okay, just look it up on the regular dictionary. It means express great regret, disappointment, or bitterness over something. These places are gonna be bitter towards these nations are gonna be bitter towards America, man. And lament, oh, for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Right. Because guess what? This is going to be a big ass fire, man. This is going to be a big ass fire. That's why we're asking you to repent. Okay? The word is out. Okay? There's going to be a time when the Lord brings out his prophets, man. His prophets are not going to be here all fucking day, every day. Okay? His prophets are not going to be here all day, man. Okay? The Lord is going to take care of his prophets. Okay? Let me grab that. Okay, okay. Let me grab this too right here. Let me grab, how did it go? It was just my head. All right, right. Okay, and I'm gonna grab it in the GNT because that's fire. Or actually, let me just get into KJV. I don't think. This is John 7:34. Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me, and where I am, thither ye cannot come. Okay, so you're gonna look for the Lord, and you're not gonna find him. Okay, why? Because he's not gonna be out. His word is not gonna be out here, man. Because there's gonna be a famine of the word. Okay. Okay, this is the book of Amos. Oh, this is the one that's good in GNT. It's the book of Amos, chapter 8. And I'm gonna start. I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse 9. I'll read it in the GNT first. The time is coming when I will make the sun go down at noon, and the earth grow dark in daytime. I, the sovereign Lord Yahweh Shai, have spoken. Okay, verse 10. I will turn your feast into funerals and change your glad songs into cries of grief. I will make you shave your heads and wear sackcloth, and you will be like parents mourning for their only child. That day will be bitter to the end. Right, this day is going to be bitter to the end. Okay, this place, that day is going to be a day unlike any other, man. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, scriptures say. Okay, so when you hear brothers crying aloud, and when you hear people preaching unto you, you better take heed, man, because this word is not gonna be around all the time. Okay, and this is the point. Verse 11: the time is coming when I will send famine on the land. People will be hungry, but not for bread. They will be thirsty, but not for water. The hunger and thirst for a message from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I, the sovereign Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, have spoken. Right, you're going to be thirsty and you're going to be hungry, But you're not gonna be thirsty and hungry for food or for water, because you're gonna be terrified, man. You're gonna be looking for answers. You're gonna be looking for answers, and when you have no answers, guess what? You're gonna be turning unto the Lord. You're gonna be like, oh, I should have listened to the prophets, man. I should have. Then when you know a prophet has been among you, okay, when this shit strikes, man, and that's why we can't wait, man, to look at the faces on you, to look at your dumb face when you find out that we're not bullshitting, man. Okay, it says people will wander from the Dead Sea to the Mediterranean, and then on around from the north to the east. Then they will look everywhere for a message of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, but they will not find it. Right, you're gonna be looking for this like it's a gold, because guess what? It is gold, but you you stepping right over it. You know, you stepping right over it, and you scoffing. You know, you look at him weird. Because why? Because you want to enjoy your time here. You know, you want to enjoy your time here. And really, you know, there's no enjoying time. You know, you get cut, right? You know, you have to wake up at fucking 9 o'clock or however early in the morning. You know, you have to go to work. You have to be at work. You have to go there for a long time. You know, your back is tired. Your back, you know, your back is out. You know, your legs are sore. You know, your body is aching. You know, you wake up with headaches. You know, you drink water, it's not helping. You know, you get sick all the time. You have to pay mortgage. If you own a house, you have to pay mortgage. You know, if you don't own a house, you have to pay rent. You have to pay bills. If the bills are covered, you have to pay for the utensils. You know, you have to do all this shit, man. You know, why would you want to live in a place where all you do is suffer? Okay. But guess what? You suffer blindly. Okay, we suffer for a purpose. Okay, it says right here in the King James Version, and it shall come to pass in the day, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai power, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the day in the clear day, and I will turn your feast into mourning and your songs into lamentation, and I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins and baldness upon every head, and I will make it as the mourning of an only son at the end of thereof as a bitter day. Right? So say you have an only child, you know, and say he passes away. You're going to be grieving, you know, that's your only kid. You're going to be crying, you know, you're going to be sad, you know. That's a pain like no other, man, when you're grieving. You know, ask, you know, well, actually don't do that. But, you know, if any mother describes to you what it's like to lose a child, they're going to say it's the worst pain they ever felt. They're going to say they wish they was dead. Okay? Just like that time, you're going to wish you weren't dead. Because guess what? When you know, when the days come when there's famines of everything, okay, you're going to be so thirsty you can't even drink your own spit, man. Okay? Your tongue is going to have no moisture. You're going to be like a fucking rock. Okay? You touch a rock, that's how your tongue going to be. Okay? You know, this is a serious topic, man. Very serious. Okay, we're not out here, you know, and you know we do find it fun, but at the same time, it's a very serious message. You know, we're not out here to just poke fun at you or to just make you feel bad. Man, get up and start learning, man. That's what we out here for. Okay. But guess what? People are gonna be spooked away, right? Because they want to live in this fantasy land. Okay, they want to live in Disneyland. You know, you want to continue living at Disneyland. All right, cool. You know, we brought out what we needed to bring out. You know, it's your turn now, right? It says, I will turn your feast into mourning and all your songs into lamentation, and I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins and baldness upon every head, and I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Right, there's going to be a famine, okay, which means there's a lack thereof. Okay, when there's a famine, you know, there was a famine of chicken not too long ago because of the bird flu, I believe. But there was a lack of chicken. Okay, there's going to be there's gonna be no prophets out because you have been warned, right? You have been warned already. So, we did our part. It's time to do your part. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai, shall not find it. Right? You're gonna be running to and fro. You're gonna be begging to find one prophet. You're gonna be begging to look for one. You're gonna be begging to encounter one, and when you don't, you're gonna be screwed, man. You're gonna try to remember the name. Oh, what was that name? Fuck, what was that name, bro? What was that name? It started with the Y, I know that. It started with the Y. And right when you remember that name, hey, them nuke is gonna be coming right at you. And that name, you're gonna be saying that name in vain because you don't believe really, or you are gonna believe at that time, but it's gonna be too fucking late, and that nuke is already gonna hit you, and you're gonna be feared of that name, man. The name is gonna be fearful because you're looking at that nuke with the anger of the Lord, and it's gonna strike, and you're gonna be nuke food. You're gonna be food for the nukes. Now let me grab Isaiah 65:13. Or let me start at verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. Right. Scriptures say many are called, few are chosen. You can be called by just hearing this name, by just hearing the name. You could be called through your phone, man. If you look at a video, if you scroll past a video, okay, that's the Lord calling you. All right. If your brother tell you something about this, that's the Lord calling you, man. But you refuse. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and chose that wherein I delighted not. Right? So when the Lord is calling you, you decide to do whatever you want, man. That's just pleasing unto the Lord. Okay, you decide to do whatever the hell you want. Okay, you decide, watch, we're gonna live for another 50 years. Watch, Hey man, this place might not live to see fucking 2027, man. You never know. You just never know, man. You never know when the Lord is coming back with that fierce power. That's why this grace period is so important to us, because guess what? When this grace period ends, it's over. Okay? When the grace period ends, it is over. Okay, like a test period, or like a test exam. Your professor give you like those 1 or 2 days of preparation, where she don't give you no no extra material. Okay, where she lets you study for them 2 days. We are in those 2 days. Okay, and the scripture say that a day unto the Lord, or a day here, or it's like a day for the Lord is 1,000 days here, man. Okay, it says, thus saith the Lord, power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Right? Why is his servants going to eat? Because he's been out here, we've been prophesying, we've been warning you people, and you are not listening. Okay? Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Okay, this is literal now. This is the actual thirst for water and for food, hunger for food. It says, behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Why are we going to be rejoicing? Because finally, the Lord came back. Finally, you believe in, okay, you're fearing the name of the Lord. You're fearing what's going on here. And guess what? Because you're not paying attention, you're not going to remember that name. Okay? So the Lord's going to beat it out of you, man. There's no, what do you say? It's simple. There's no complexity to it. Okay, and don't get me wrong, there's some topics that are complex that, more studied and more seasoned Israelites can get. But, for the most part, we're giving you the basics out here so that you be terrified, okay? Because the scriptures say, let me grab that. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest into Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your concises, right? Through the fear of to the terror of the Lord, man. Okay, because when you're scared of something, you're gonna pay attention. Okay, when you're scared of failing a test, you're gonna pay attention to every single detail you possibly can. Okay, you know, when you're scared that your dad is gonna get mad at you, you're gonna be paying attention to what he's saying. You know, through the terror of the Lord shall we persuade men. Okay, and I'm gonna close out on this right here. Revelation 18:10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Okay, so in 1 hour will this place be finished, man, because guess what? Babylon is light work for the Lord. You know, Babylon is light work for the Lord. The Lord built this place, like we read earlier. Okay, I create all things, says the Lord. Okay, so you know, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Okay, Lord willing, was uplifting. Okay, there was a good amount of people out here, but nobody came. So I'm gonna close out with giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem. Okay, double honor to the elders of the apostles of Great Millstone. I truly hope this was edifying. Okay, peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.